Hi, my name's Charlie Appleford. I'm going to talk through 10 concepts for lean manufacturing that are useful, and they help improve workflow. They get things done faster, more efficiently, and they produce better results. So the first one I'd like to talk about is a supermarket. In lean, a supermarket isn't a grocery store. It's an area where materials or supplies are kept in just the right amount. So pretty much like a stocked shelf almost. This system helps avoid running out of parts and also keeps companies from having to do too many individual orders. The next one I'm going to talk about is takt time. So takt time is pretty much the rhythm of the production. So it's how fast something needs to be done to keep up with customer demand. If a customer needs, say, 100 dog leashes a day, and there are 400 minutes of work time, this means that one leash needs to be made every 4 minutes. So figuring out that time is vital for production. So next one is theory of constraints. Pretty much the theory of constraints is figuring out a weak spot and really like focusing on it. So shining light on something that's troubling for production and fixing that, and knowing that that was the thing that is messing up other factors as well. So it's pretty much like cleaning up a puddle in the middle of the highway, and that's one puddle is the catalyst that's causing all this traffic. So just focusing on that. Throughput time. Throughput time means the total time it takes for a product to go from start to finish, from the idea stage to when it reaches the customer. It also includes both time people are actively working on it and time while it's just sitting and waiting as well. So it's the goal in lean is to shorten that over time, because shorter throughout time usually means happier customers, lower costs, and just speeding up production. TPM, total productive maintenance. So this is about keeping machines running well so production doesn't stop. Regular service, maintenance, making sure that everything's clean, the environment that you're keeping, all your machinery is in good shape, and you take care of it. Very important. I mean, if a factory didn't take care of their supplies and they couldn't produce product, say, for half a day, that could be a big mistake and could really mess some things up. Value added. So pretty much it means any step that actually improves the product or service in a way the customer cares about. So an example would be like painting a car, and this adds value because it's part of what the customer pays for. They get to pick the color they like, and it makes it a little bit more personal to them. So it adds value to them. Visual management is about making things clearly just by looking instead of reading reports or sending emails. People understand to see what is going on very quickly. So, for instance, color-coded bins that might show what's finished. So really just making sure that you visually look at something quickly and you know if it's done or not. It'd be like if the writing's in green and then the writing's in red. That'd be another example you could use. Waste and lean waste means pretty much everything that doesn't add value. So an employee that walks around or goes to smoke a cigarette for 15 minutes, that adds them no value. It's pretty straightforward. It's just it can be that with employees, and it can be that with parts and machines too. So a machine that isn't running and it's just a waste for that current moment. Work standard. Work standard is basically what's agreed upon for your job. So everyone knows what to expect, when to be in, what needs to be accomplished in production. So there's a very clear and cut expectation of what workload it is and what needs to be done. Zero defects. So it just means that it's perfect. You're trying to do something right the first time, and no defects is pretty much just showing that nothing's deformative and everything looks good. And that's very important. So I really appreciate you guys listening to me today. It's been a very interesting semester. I've learned a lot, and it really has been very informative to me. So thank you.